Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. Right before I start with my final network battles for the end of Wii U and 3DS Nintendo Network services, which is very time sensitive until the 8th of April, this challenge road is going to last until the 1st of April. Yeah, we actually have an end date confirmed ahead of time for a change. Quite often they don't do that, so that's interesting. So this is the 49th challenge road. So that means the 50th will be April Fool's. I'll probably be a fool, thinking that'll be the last one. But we have 4 levels for us to deal with this time, ending with lap 4 of the Painted Sandcastle, because, as stated many times before, since I'll mention this right now, obviously a link will be down below in the description, as well as, you know, when it appears on screen, for when it is relevant. We've already gone through this level 3 times before, once during the Summer 2023 live event, and then I did it off screen again in order to get the mod rift token for the mod timepiece that doesn't count as a mod timepiece / mod rift token unless you do it from the mod menu itself, outside of events, death wishes, and challenge roads. But then we went through it a 3rd time outside of all the events and stuff, due to the fact that if you beat the level again, you get additional stuff on top of that. And I did that as a separate video, and now we've got it a 4th time. So, lap 4, everybody. But I probably won't be using the fan-made lap 4. I'll probably just use the Grand Escape, because it'll probably be the final time we go through this level, which is insanity. But if you want to see this level in full, in the multiple ways that we have covered it for the Summer 2023 live event, as well as the second run, which, if you complete it outside of the challenge road through the mod menu, outside of challenge road, and then do it again outside of the events and challenge road, you'll be able to get additional stuff. That is a separate video as well, so I'll probably link one of those now, and I'll link the other one when it's relevant. But they'll both be in the description, as I've mentioned. Why is this not thumbs up already? There we go. Now, before we get any further into this, I do have one mod that I do want to actually show off that recently came out. Before this challenge road came out, I just wanted to make mention of the Painted Sandcastle first, as well as the challenge road got coming up, because we have a mod that I need to mention, and I highly recommend getting. Especially if you have a lot of mods installed like I do. The mod Collectible Saver mod. Sometimes you just have way too many mods that you want to keep. Way too many. One reason is that mod collectibles will disappear if you uninstall their mod or enter the game without them. After all, why would you want to go through the effort of recollecting everything from the Death Wish map, the badge seller, the Rift Roulette, and more? With this mod, when you enter a save file, a restore point will be created, tracking all of your current modded items, and if on any future checks it detects that you've uninstalled a mod, or it's missing for whatever reason, off your current PC, it will note that down for later and will give you back the items for free once it detects that you have the mod reinstalled, restoring your progress just like what would happen if you, on Steam at least, if you were to untick, aka deactivate, a mod, a DLC, so that you're able to play the game up to that point without the additional DLC and stuff related to that DLC out of the way. That's how I recorded this project when the DLCs were rolling out, because I didn't want Yakuza Metro stuff showing up when I wasn't covering that content, when I was covering mods at the time, so I would untick the DLC, and it was good. And then when I reticked the DLC, guess what? My personal file, my brother's file, we get everything back. So this basically gives that feature to mods, which is amazing. This contains configs for the frequency of restore point checks, +1 for being able to log debug text to the console if needed. Special thanks to Hatlag for testing and enjoying the many bugs we ran into. It doesn't actually say who the credits are here, but we do have a button, so we'll click that in just a moment. For modders using this to counter the editor yeeting collectibles, make sure it's your local mods folder. The mod will always update its settings if in the editor, so no need to worry about changing the configurations to match. So if I just enter here, we have enabled, runtimes, and run debug prints. I read that wrong. But I'm just going to back out of that menu. And go to credits. So we have Hatlag, Jazz Rabbit, Werty, 100, 500, they changes depending on where you find them. Which are all names that we recognise, by the way. Deathwish modders, cause you all go crazy. Water Flasks, and Beta. So yeah, all of the collectibles that I have in here, all of these dies, all of these hat flares, some of these badges even, they would all be, even weapons to be fair. If some of those were to disappear, like with the golden bat that I've got equipped right now, which is a reward from Battle Royale, which was a mod that was featured during the summer 2023 live event, so it's still relevant. If I were to uninstall that mod, this would go. And this was one of the rewards. In fact, another one of the rewards was a die that pretty much drenches you in gold. I'll find it in a moment. There it is. The Golden Crown, a very, very expensive aesthetic. That was, I believe, the final reward for Battle Royale of 100 player kills. So you need to, actually get kills. You need to defeat players, which is very difficult. And the grind was long, but we got there in the end in time for the winter 2023 live event as well. So, yeah, I would not have to worry about uninstalling the mod. Obviously, I won't have them, but if I do install the mod again, I don't have to redo that progress. That's the main thing. Anyways, onto the challenge road itself now. Let's get into these really quickly. The blue-orange time rift. If an orange is no longer an orange, is it even an orange anymore? I actually saw comments about this. Apparently, the fruit was named orange, and the colour was named afterwards. So, yes, it is in fact still an orange. However, these have gone completely mouldy. And this is probably the toughest level of the challenge road, other than maybe the Painted Sandcastle, because of the escape sequence and the fact that it's mostly a 2D level. But, again, it encourages replayability. It plays like a pizza tower level, and we've already covered all the collectibles, as I mentioned many a times already. Bubble Climb by Uber Mutt. I forgot to mention that the other level was by Randy Hatto. Climb the mountain with the help of purple bubble boosters. In this mod, Hat Kid goes on a mountain climbing adventure. The music is Rapid Eye Movement by Caterpillar, extremely inspired by Celeste, and the Badlin boost mechanic sounds are also from Celeste. So we got another Celeste-themed map here. I was tempted to use Celeste cosmetics, but since I have so many more Peppino dyes and costumes, and I haven't actually had a chance to wear them, I'm going with that once again because, again, Painted Sandcastle, I keep going on about it, it feels a bit mean at this point, but it is literally there, staring at my face. But before then, we have to do Time Rift. It's a maybe? Yeah, the whole map is in the shape of a question mark. By Salt Motham. Hi, I'm Salt, and this is my first mod. Yippee! Since it's been me following tutorials and trying different things, it may not be the most cohesive. It's pretty short as well. I accidentally started building this in the general shape of a question mark near the end, and I just went with it. Constructive feedback is highly appreciated. If there are any problems, I'll try to get them ASAP. Requires the hook shot, dweller mask, brewing hat, and the time stop hat. Not the ice hat, but you're supposed to have that to get to the model room menu, which is what we're in anyway, so yay. Thanks to Hatcord, which is the official Hat in Time Discord, for any help, and everyone who makes modding tutorials. Illegal. I don't know what that means. But yeah, that is what is on the docket for today. So let's get moving. So as I mentioned, this is the toughest level, other than the Painted Sandcastle, of Challenge Road 49, and really it's mainly due to the fact that I have a lot of depth perception issues. I don't know if it's because it's the overuse of the colour blue or something, but yeah, we got some platforming here, and it is actually kind of tricky. So I like to climb the wall here and not vault over it, but I kind of did. So let me try that again. There we are, and then I can just jump across. Easy. Got a cherry bomb here. We need to take this all the way across. This is pretty simple. Fast Hatter makes this a little bit on the trivial side. I didn't jump that very well. Also, this level has... I just realised I still have the cherry here. I need to toss that in the pit because I am down here and that's not good. Actually, can I just do this? I can. Okay, cool. So, as I have stated many times already, I do practice the challenge roads for this mod showcasing series before I actually go through them so that we can grab everything if there are additional collectibles. And lo and behold, each level, other than the Painted Sandcastle, because it's got way more, and you won't be able to collect them all until you actually play it outside the challenge road. And again, I keep stressing that because you won't be able to grab everything otherwise, but I already have done. Well, every level in this challenge road does, in fact... I mean, that broke the ice. I just didn't toss it in time. But every level in this challenge road does, in fact, have a collectible for us. I was kind of getting distracted by being informative. And it's making me flub up in ways that I shouldn't. Okay, can we actually land on that platform, please? What's going on here? There we go. Okay, I don't need to worry about that now. We're good. Also, the way that this platform is squished makes me think it's actually longer than it is due to the perspective. Again, that's to the depth perception. I don't know what it is with this game. Depth perception is quite hard to judge. Thankfully, though, we got rid of the ice, so that works. Checkpoint with a couple of heart ponds right here. Levels pretty nice for them. Now, tell me that this looks like it's further back, and it moves further back as it goes. It actually doesn't. That's just the trickery of how it looks. I think it's the texture at the front. It's because that they replaced the white with this orange, well, blue-like orange peel design, and it messes with my eyes, honestly. Okay, I jumped over, and I'm going to fall underneath. But you can see where you've actually got to go underneath. Actually, I've got a plan. I skip the wall, if I'm clever enough. Well, if I don't grab the wall, it might actually be useful. Yeah, you can just skip the wall. What you're supposed to do is climb up, and then when you get to the top, there's, like, just a purple dweller block right above. Can I see it from it? Yeah, that. But you can't look down, and you could easily fall into the pit while doing that. So, probably going under by walking on the side that rotates upwards is probably better and easier, honestly. And I didn't do that during practice, so I'm just telling you what I had difficulties with. Now, this is where we want to get the time stop hat, honestly. Because these rotating platforms, these blocks don't rotate, but these thin platforms rotate. And in order to have a better chance of actually climbing up, slowing down time actually slows down their rotation speed. So very useful. These platforms will fall, by the way, if they look like they're supposed to have like an outer shell to the platform like that. Like these with the corner pieces, they're going to fall. And again, time stop hat is recommended for this particular part of the climb. These platforms will respawn after a while. Okay, I managed to salvage that. I can get up here, just let it roll. Could use the dweller hat if I want to, but I'm just going to do this. Okay, that should have worked. I'll do that. There we go. Lunge always gives us a bit of extra maneuverability. Keep time stop hat in order to switch here. Just barely make those. It's like we're on the very edge of actually trying to latch on. Another checkpoint. We're getting through. And now we got actual blue oranges. Completely mouldy oranges. Just petrified in this state. And it is actually quite easy to slip off these. You really want to land on the middle top piece. As if gravity would not be a thing anyway. These will not move, so we can, as long as we don't touch them, be quite safe on walking around them on the same platform without chopping the platform or making it go into a free fall. Easy another checkpoint. We're getting there slowly. Time stop hat because this platform moves pretty quick. Ride it around town. Polygons were just added to that orange. What's over here? It's the fish dude. Oh, hey, dudette. I've been looking into jobs lately. Thought it would be fun trying to be a chef. Would you do me a favor? Can you taste the food I prepared? It would be an honor. Keeping the fact that a fish had prepared a dish out of a fish aside, the fishes are frozen to their plates. Oh well. A bunch of blue oranges. Is the floor made out of these oranges, or the oranges made out of the floor? You can stand in this one for some reason. Also, if you were paying attention, if I just rotate the camera ever so slightly, there's a rift token for the level. We'll be getting that real soon. It's a little bit out of the way, but the way that I went to go get that, I don't think it was the intended method, but it kind of works out for me. What's with the question mark on your face? Was it that bad? Oh well, I shouldn't force you. As a growing chef, I should understand my flaws and work on them. Do you mind telling me what kind of food you like then? Maybe if I make something you like, you might be able to try it. Well, considering that Nintendo kind of pulled a fast one on everywhere outside of Japan recently, I'm going to go with steak. You know what I mean. That sounds like it would be fun to make. Thanks again, Dudette. I'll try my best to make it. Looking forward to making steak. Hope I can make it the way you like. Medium rare, please. Alright. With that out of the way, nothing really going on there. Let's make our way around, up and over to there, basically. That's where we want to get to. Not the timepiece. We're nowhere near that yet. In fact, I think we're on the roughly halfway point at this point. If you stand where these impact symbols are, you will not get squished. So, you actually have a lot of leeway there. Plus, if you need a bit of extra time, as I've said, time stop hat, very useful. We haven't had to swap back to the Dweller Mask so far, which is very nice. Oh, he was about to knock me off there. That would have been bad. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. Just do this real quick. There we gizzle. I actually grabbed the ledge, not bolted. Back to the Dweller Mask for me. Well, it is pretty much a hat with this official flair. There we are, another checkpoint. Awesome, but we're not there yet. I have got full health, yeah, I have. So we've got some orange balloons, I guess. Bounce on them. And then we want to swing over to this platform right here. Did I say halfway? I pretty much said that that was 2/3 of the way. I don't actually know what this panel does. I assume it will launch us over that way. But if you look down below... There it is. You can make that from here. So what you want to do... Because I made it like first try, so... You know, this may not work for you, I'm not too sure. Nope, I actually undershot. That's a little bit of an annoyance. I did make that during my practice. That's how I got over there before, but I'll go the normal way. If you can make that jump, then it just means that you're not backtracking on yourself once you do get down there, because you will have to climb your way back up. So you have to go out your way for it. So we'll do this the normal way. Okay, I didn't realise that was the way. So yeah, this actually makes it easier. Because we need to get up there now in order to do some hookshotting, which is fine. Oh yeah, this way. This bit I kind of get a little bit turned around with. Oh my lord, almost fell. No, I've done it again. It's not that way, it's this way. There we are. But even as platforms as thin as this are easy to vault over if you're not paying attention. So let's swing over this way. You have to do a long double jump lunge in order to make that. And then we've got some normal balloons here, which are not affected by the mouldy oranges. And we have another rift token to spend. Actually, how many do I have right now? Oh, that was the only one I have. Okay, fair enough. Wasn't entirely too sure there. Wait, that killed the music. Oh dear. You know what? I'll put in some Celeste music. Like, maybe that jazzy one. Yeah, why not? It's filled with many copies of the very outfit you're wearing right now. Oh yeah! We got Peppino on the brain. And skeletons, of course. Yep. Can we sit in the chair? There we go. No camera pan, but it's fine. Like a condensed version of Hackid's bedroom. A drawing of an orange, covered in blue? Reminds you of your habit of drawing before you go to sleep. What, you just draw nothing nonsensical? Also, why have we got like a fluorescent glowing blue pen here? Also, there's no picture of a blue orange on this picture. False advertising. Also, Deltarune? What's that about? Is that a reference? Just happened to notice that. We need to make our way backwards, because this was just for a token. This is very weird without any music. That's why I thought I'll edit some music in. Get rid of these bullies before they smack me. I wasn't even looking at you and I hit you. Normally I have trouble doing that. Some tight roping here. And dweller platforms above us, so I want to prepare ahead with that. Get a bit of a boost. These are very thin platforms, but you can easily double jump lunge, wall climb up on this bit, and you don't even need to jump on these platforms, you can double jump lunge to get across. Checkpoint! The sign says the path ahead is blocked. Maybe there are buttons there that can help us. So, this part of the level, for whatever reason, kind of gives me Rainbow Ride vibes, you know what I mean? Like with the wall climbing segment. The wall, not more like the actual Rainbow Rides themselves, but the blocky areas near the bottom of the level. I get that kind of vibe from this. Also, have the camera facing like this, so that when you get launched up, you can actually see where you're going to have to go. Not very clear. And one of the level, actually, I think it's the next level, is not even that clear as well. They really sure wanted to hot-foot it. Sorry about that. I thought my phone went off. There's our button. But that's only one, so we haven't got enough. But there is another bridge to another segment over here. Oh, okay, we'll just sit here, I guess. Still no camera pans? Map pan? You see an oddly familiar logo on your computer. Wait, why is it in a library? Was it stolen? Maybe by robot-possessing ghost children? What? FNAF reference? Well, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for playing. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that he's actually now retired from being the host of all 4 channels of the theory channels, but it kind of makes sense as well that, you know, he needs a bit of a break. He's still technically working, but he's on like the writing side of things and not doing, well, literally everything. So he's taking more of like a step back than everything else. Also, this is a very tight jump to make. There we go, grab the ledge. You really got to get that double jump as high as possible to get the lunge right. Climb these precarious beams, bounce on this umbrella. It looked like that you were going to go over here, but you were not. And we've still got some platforming to do. So let's go get the hat that we need, which is this one. And I'm going to go straight for this. Reorientate myself. These are incredibly thin platforms. I do not like it. I'm just going to jump on that, or completely miss the platform. I could have salvaged myself, but I would not be at this checkpoint. So I'm going to have to get back up there. Can't really see what I'm doing. And you didn't wall climb, or vault, or grab the ledge. 3 things you could have done, you did none of them. At least this one's easier to do, because you've actually got a bit of a platform to run up. Oh! Okay, I must have got a slight bit of height there, because I didn't grab the ledge. I actually made it on my feet. Nice. Actually, does that make it easier? No, not enough height. Not enough height for me to think about doing that safely, although that makes it easier, but that one's too high, so I wanted to land on this. There we go, and then I could just do that. There we go. Skip that last dweller platform. You hear a rumble from close by. If it wasn't your stomach, it's something changed. What's that big strip? Well, that's what we're going to do right now. I want to make my way back to this platform, which I can do without the dweller platforms because we're higher up. Make my way back down to this point here, and then we can just make a jump for it. Huzzah! I landed on my bottom. But there we are, that's that level done. Obviously, I'm going to have to grab the mod timepiece / mod rift token outside the challenge road for the extra rift tokens. But that is 1 out of 4. Down the warp pipe. So the blue-orange doesn't give us a rift. But I did realise that we did another orange-themed level called Zesty Orange by Cat Cube when I was looking for this in the menu. Just thought I'd mention that. Why is there a hack kid looking at me? This music is awesome, and I know I need to play more Celeste. I don't know why I've never got round to it, really. It's just another of many games on my bucket list. But yeah, this is such an ethereal, like, peaceful sounding level. And when I mean peaceful, I really do mean that. Because voiding out in this level isn't possible. It just respawns you without taking damage. So we actually cannot die in this level. This is a freebie. So it's just platforming challenges on figuring out how these bubbles work. We got to chase them around each mountain spire, and they give us boosts every time we jump. And when you hear that big shine, that pretty much means that you're done and the bubble has gone back to its spawn point. And if you mess up a jump, just void out and it will spawn you back at the beginning of that segment with that particular bubble. And we once again have one Rift token to find in this level, so we will be on the lookout for that. I know where it is. It's kind of hard to miss it, so we'll just follow this around. But you may notice that the camera likes to be quite close to Hat Kid, despite not actually being against walls for some reason, and it does kind of annoy me. Oh, there's a mafia here. Hello. I'll just kick you into the pit, why not? Because we're like that. Also, it looks like we can go up further. The ponds are kind of leading us up here. But that looks like it goes onwards. Oh, hello there! That must be the Rift token. Of course it is. I've told you that I practiced these levels way beforehand. Optional little bubble. Don't worry if you fail. It will respawn. You can try again. But that's the only Rift token in this place. Also, I've noticed a thing with the grass. I mean, it's on the floor here, but in certain spots, it's not touching the floor. Not too sure if that was an issue that wasn't found or not. But just pointing that out. But don't update your mods until the challenge road that it's included with has run its course. Because Epic Yoshi Masters mod compilation mod is still not updated past 24. It's funny how when I recently covered that, at the time, it only got a few more updates and then it kind of stopped. Maybe it'll be updated when it all finishes, so he doesn't have to, or they don't have to keep on updating it constantly. That's why I do stay on the ball with these. Right, so there's a spring over there, but this likes to swerve us a little by going in a completely different direction. There we go. Segue around. Make sure that we have a camera in a decent angle. Also, every time the bubble moves, it completely resets our double jump capabilities, as well as lunging in midair. So every time you hit a bubble, you basically have all your ability to jump back. And you also retain your speed if you did actually build the speed up. Yeah, there's a cat flap there for the Lazy Paw gang. I lunged as I hit the balloon. That happens, but as you can see, it's restarted me back to the segment. Because that was actually, in fact, the same balloon. I could have salvaged that if she climbed up on the ledge there, but she didn't. Not a problem. We don't take void out damage, as I've already specified. Where was my additional height there? There we go. Okay, that time she jumped up, but she came to a complete stop while doing so, which was a bit strange. Was there a platform there? I didn't see that. I actually jumped over it. Oh, wow. What am I doing all of a sudden? I jumped again when I hit it. There, I'll lunge into it. That'll be better. Yeah, there is something over there. Oh, it's just like a little lip. I'm not going to worry about that then. There we go. That's a lot better. But yeah, there's a flap here for the Lazy Paw gang and they don't spawn in. So I don't know if there was supposed to be enemies here, so you actually did have a risk of dying, or they were removed. I did it again! I lunged as I hit the balloon, And because it won't come back down here, I have to void out in order to try again. Alright, this bit's not that difficult. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this of all time things. There we go. Okay. That was a bit weird. Aha! Just enough height. I like these sound effects, by the way. Apparently taken from Celeste, so you know it's going to be good. Wait, did the music just stop again? Okay, no, it did loop. I was about to say, why am I having music problems today? I might have to verify files when I'm done, but it is a mod, so it's not the main game, so it shouldn't be too bad. Thankfully, collectibles like Rift tokens do stay collected, because they go into your inventory, like, proper, so you can spend them. Because if you do re-download a level that you've already played, that you've collected those kind of collectibles in, like yarn, relics, Rift tokens, they stay collected. Because they're actual flags that are set. I'm guessing cosmetics don't have flags set, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this is where it gets a bit complicated, because like the camera kind of likes to hug the walls coming up. Okay, well it didn't look like it launched me there for a second, but it's kind of hard to follow where you're going the further you go up here. Wait, I heard a balloon. I didn't know where it went. Okay, we're right here. At least it zooms out when you do the big jumps. So at least then you got something to work with. That went through the floor. By the way, there are no other collectibles in this level, which is why I'm just kind of gunning it to the end right now. This goes around town, up to this spring, and that launches us all the way to the top of this spire. There we go. And now we got urchins to deal with, but there is a bubble around that corner. Bit precarious, I will admit. Goes up that way. Actually, hang on. I want to check something. Oh no, we are going to go over there in a minute. Right, so what we got to do is jump across like so. And then once we hit this one, we got to commit, lunge through, and bounce into the balloon, and then loop back around on ourselves in order to get onto this ledge. So, like, you're facing in this direction, you just lunged, and then you got to, like, do a almost 90, 125 degree turn in order to see where you're going. Alright, that launched me up, but I didn't see where the platforms were. This is where I was having a lot of trouble. Not where those balloons that we just had were. Because now I need to try and But if I'll just void out, actually. There we go. We respawn right here, which is perfect. If the bubbles are too close to the camera, they actually despawn. Or at least visually. So I see where I've got to go, and I just got to, you know, get the right angle to see where I'm going. There we are. So we're up here. So many ponds that I do not need. And remember, if you do hit a bubble, but then you do fall, even if you salvage your fall, the bubble will not be around, so you would have to hit it again anyway. Get up here. It's right here. And I believe I want to go against the wall again, so I would like to have the camera like this. There we go. Like that, yeah. There we go! We made it to the top. Ah! It looks like we're in a bubble about to get teleported. Thank you for playing my level. Whee! I just realised you can die in this level because of the urchins. You can actually die from... I guess also fall damage if you do land on a one-off platform as you're falling. Now that looks normal and plays the normal tune, but rest assured, you are still in the challenge road. Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure why that timepiece looks normal and plays the normal jingle in general, even if it's in the challenge road, so it's a bit weird. Also, I've said challenge road every single time, not Death Wish. I'm on the ball today. Speaking of, a bit too eager on the ball, because I probably should have had my time stop hat, just in case if I flubbed that up, which I didn't do, so ignore me. But this is the one that requires all manner of hats and items. But it's also probably the easiest of this challenge road. Hello, fellow Rift traveller. Up ahead, you'll see some crows. Unlike me, of course, I am a fellow Rift traveller, not a crow. Turning into Shatner, the crows up ahead are more like bullies. We do not claim them. That is what I would say if I were a crow, which I am not. A tip from one Rift traveller to another. After you slide down this ramp, aim for the parts of the colk that stick out. Fair. And if we go fast enough, we should avoid all these cameras. Well, that worked. I got you. So, no need to worry about that. Let's get up here. Another 2 crows. Got them with the combo. Nice and easy. And yes, there is a token right here, but we don't actually need to worry about that because it is right underneath the end of the level. Right underneath the timepiece, right before the ramp. You might remember these fans from, no, I was about to say Yakuza Metro. Technically, yes, but also in the Arctic Cruise. It is treated as a wall if you do not slow it down. You can safely drop off this cliff. You will absolutely not fall to your death. Source, trust me, bro. Yep, he's telling the truth. These crows are very useful. They are the Agent Car, and they are on the watch for your safety. Need brewing hat here. There's an eggy! Gonna blow it up before it blows itself up. I missed, but that's fine. It's gone. And it didn't lag out my game, which is very nice. Because they have a habit on doing that. Ignore the ammo for the cave story weapons, which was a summer 2023 mod that added a bunch of weapons in our inventory, which you saw at the start of the video when I was talking about stuff that the mod creator saver, I think that's what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you know what I mean. It saves it. So if you uninstall it, you don't have to get them again. And I think it would keep your progress on leveling them up as well, if you left them like that. Has little girl finished Time Rift? Mafia also finished Rift. Now Mafia taking break before collecting shiny floating object. Mafia refused to use checkpoints and did it all by himself. If Mafia were to die now, he would start at the beginning again. Mafia sure hopes no one kicks him off cliff after all that hard work. Be very sad for Mafia. Did you know that people have actually made like playable Mafia models? Even though you could just use Cappy and use the in-game ones anyway. I think it uses the same code, to be fair. They're not very playable. I'm gonna leave him for a change. Nothing special happens if we do. Hello? Ran out of breath there. Caleb, go recycle your water bottles or I will come for you. Why are you just T-posing in front of this rift to assert your dominance? Well, I'm gonna take it and assert mine. For I have control, I'm the player, I have the power. But now we got to dash, because it's pizza time. And you've seen it before, so I'm just going to fast forward through it again. So I'll see you guys after I do that. At least that's one level I don't need to replay again to get the mod rift token. No, I do have things in the rift for there. So the blue-orange time rift does not count as a blue time rift. Interesting. Is that what I've got left in it? Deadbird Basement, the mark. It's payday, fellas. This one's very quiet. It's building. How long does it take to build? For a second there, it sounded like it kind of corrupted and kept looping on itself. Not sure if I'm a fan of this one. The intro's a bit too long. And we're out of there! Just to show that I have in fact got everything, because there will be capsules here where these empty patches would be. There will be an additional one where you have to grab everything that only spawns once you have grabbed everything before, which does require a second playthrough. And that's an additional rift pond that I would have used otherwise. Other than that though, we are done! With Challenge Road 49. And I still have the key because I never used that to get into the janitor room. There's no need. I had everything already. Shoulder bump with the key. So the middle Celeste Fiend level doesn't give us a rift roll, and neither does the blue Orange's rift. That doesn't count as a time rift apparently, but the actual time rift does, which is nice. We got a spin, and there's still stuff in the rift roulette. So we have 2 spins worth, the 3 tokens we collected, and the 3 tokens from the rift timepieces that we did not have before that I just went out of my way to go get. So let's give it a spin, and let's see what else lies in here, which seems to be only... Okay, so it's not just payday stuff. I want payday stuff. Oh, you're going to be mean to me, aren't you? Ah, you bitch. Hub for the me channel. Okay. Ah. That's actually for the spaceship that we're in right now. That's kind of funny, actually. I like. Well, oh no. Okay, for a second there, it kind of hung. Ooh, okay, let's not listen to that for too long. That was scary. Literally blinked for a minute, and I thought the game was about to crash. Alright, let's just spend more tokens, and let's be done for the day. So that's not a good sign. Let's not act dumb. Or rock the boat, shall we say. Now, I have to say that when it comes to Payday 2, I'm not familiar with the entire soundtrack. I only have like a select few favourites, and that's from what I've heard with my mates when we streamed it over on the Nerd Herd. But this is not a bad one. I like this. For Cruise Act 3, time is running out. Is that when the ship is sinking? I'm not too sure. Anyways, that is going to be it for Challenge Road 49, and a couple of mods, obviously, that I wanted to show off once again. I'm going to ride on the Roomba, and I'm going to get out my nice golden bat with my golden design of Peppino Spaghetti. And we will see you guys next time for Challenge Road 50, well, sometime after April 1st. How long is this going to go on for? I really need to know at this point. But leave your suggestions in the Discord as well. Links in the description below. Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.